use tobacco products?
Yes, I use chew snuff. I was 6 years old when I first experienced it. You know, I didn't really know how at the time. I didn't inhale until one of my friends told me about it, and I inhaled, and I was sicker than the dog after that, throwing up. We just had a funeral on, what was it, Thursday, and it was my Uncle Bill. He passed away. He had cancer in his lungs and in his stomach and liver.
Day before yesterday, we just buried Billy. He died of cancer. And he's been a smoker all his life, so you got to figure that contributed to it.
He basically got cancer all over his body, and there's nothing they could do about it.
But I know lots of people who have died of cancer. Yes, I use tobacco products daily. Been smoking for so long, it's just natural. It's just natural to smoke.
As a community health aide, there are people here in my village and in other villages, their breathing is so compromised. They're on every inhaler that's out there available from the pharmacies. Before they could even get up and go to the bathroom in the morning, they have to put on oxygen tubing. They have oxygen that goes throughout the whole house with them. They have to take all these inhalers. They have to take steroids to shrink the swelling in their lungs to keep breathing, just so they feel like they can breathe. A lot of times they're fighting for breath. A lot of times they're calling all of us out and asking us to come and, you know, you got to help me. I can't breathe. And it's scary. And it could have been, you know, now with everything that we know about tobacco, it could have been stopped a long time ago.
9 years ago I had chronic bronchitis. Went to ER. There was quite a few people in ER, and I said, well, I'm going to just go home and see if I get better. And walked out the door, lit up a cigarette, started walking to my truck, and I said, no, I better go in. I went in there to emergency. They pre-screened me, and was wondering why there was a bunch of doctors and everybody running around with oxygen tanks, and I kind of said, uh-oh, and I always like to diagnose myself. I said, oh, I got that double pneumonia again. And that wasn't the case. They did x-rays and everything, and a doctor finally came in and says, you know, you don't have double pneumonia. He says, but you know, I highly recommend that if you want to be around a little while longer, that you give up smoking. I said, okay. Took them out of my pocket, threw them over in the trash can. He said, what are you doing? I said, any other alternatives? I want to be around a little while longer.
I smoked all the way up until the time I was 36 years old, and I was moving here to Alaska, and I just decided I was starting a new life, new beginnings, and I just decided to quit smoking. I had developed RA when I was 32. It's not good to smoke when you have RA because it's a nightshade plant and it aggravates things. So I remember lighting up a cigarette the night before I was leaving. I took one big drag on it. I felt like hell, and I decided that was it. I put it out, threw away half a pack of cigarettes, and I never looked back since then. I just stopped cold turkey.
it's too addicting and too hard for them to stop. The best advice I can give him is not to start at all. It smells bad, it costs too much, and especially bad for your health.
I don't see a lot of our younger people smoking now, but that's because our sports program is really popular here in Port Lions, and the kids just have so much to do. There's ATV riding, there's going hunting, summertime. Believe it or not, they go swimming here. It's so cold that they do it. We've got a huge swimming hole. We got falls that they can go and jump in. It's really positive. If you got kids, this is a great place because there's just so much positive stuff, some good energy, a more healthier lifestyle.
Kai trên kinh hoạt ní bi được sang ở tận nụ khắc khoa ga ai vi lugu Good gonna tweak a khoa khát na tận nụ khắc khoa ga bi được lugu Kai trên kinh hoạt ní bi được sang ở tận nụ khắc khoa ga ai vi lugu